Hello, my loves. I am back. I am so excited to be back doing this reading. I've been away for a while. I've been sort of figuring things out. I'm going to have some major schedule shifts and changes that will be starting this week. And so I am trying to sort out what that's going to look like moving forward. What I do know is that I will be continuing to do readings. I'm going to be trying to bring in more content. I'm going to give some deck reviews, and maybe do some more informational stuff for learning, healing, and growing. Okay, just sharing my own journey and my own experience, because that's what I can go off of. I'm not a medical professional. I can't give advice on what you should do in terms of your health, your physical health, your mental health, none of that. But I can share what I've done. And I also want to start sharing the hot mess that all of this is. Okay, as you can see, these cards are already laid out. I recorded the reading, which was very chaotic. We'll get to that in a second. For my phone to die, and then when I turned my phone back on, the reading hadn't actually recorded at all. Okay, so this is happening the way that it is supposed to happen. But yeah, we will be starting with the cards already pulled today because there is a message in here that needs to be heard. Okay, what I will say is, as I was doing this reading, it was very conflicted. All right, there was a very conflicted energy. The vibe was almost like contradictory. Okay, so it felt tough to get through. It felt stubborn. It felt stuck. Only to then realize that this reading is essentially about that feeling. Okay, so if you're feeling stuck, this is likely for you. All right. As I was shuffling, okay, the first card that came out was our good friend here, the Hierophant. Especially with this deck, we've become familiar with him. You have to excuse me. I've had some coffee today, but so I'm shaking. But yeah, that's the other thing too. This reading drained me. It's 6 p.m, and I had to go make myself a cup of coffee so that I could finish and get through this. Okay, so there's this like stubborn, stuck, contradictory energy, and it completely drained me. All right, a lot of blanks being drawn, a lot of just stuck in space. Okay, but back to it. The Hierophant, we've seen this so many times, especially with this deck, this Hierophant card. Okay, now this came out before I started the reading, which therefore it is a significator card. Okay, which gave a clue or an indication. I'm getting a massive headache right now. Gave a clue or an indication that you may not be trying to accomplish your own goals. You may be doing work for someone else. You may be putting in energy into something that is a path that is not your own. Okay? And you may be seeking guidance, but the guidance can't be given until you know what it is that you're doing. Okay, so this reading really comes down to sorting out what you are attempting to accomplish for other people and separating that from who you truly are, allowing yourself to be who you truly are, and getting to a place where you can act out of that place of knowing who you are, of being healed, of accomplishing things for your sake, not someone else's. Okay, so that was the significator here. We did our thoughts. We did, sorry, excuse me. We did our thoughts, feelings, actions. We did present or current state of when you are receiving this reading, okay, because it is timeless. We did the blocks, okay? What is creating blocks for you in these areas right now? And what is the advice moving forward? I rephrased it to not much different than what we've done in the past, but I rephrased this bottom row to advice, okay? Because we have our current state of mind. We've said this is where we're trying to go. So it just feels better if we rephrase it as advice, okay? Now, as the reading started, it was interesting getting the Hierophant card. For thoughts, the first card that came out for this reading was the Seven of Cups, which is the synchronicity there. Is this card of all of these opportunities, all of these chances, all of these things that could be done and not knowing what to do with it, okay? Being just stuck, almost like a deer in headlights. But here we have this this rabbit, I don't know, a jackrabbit. And what I got from that was this energy of flight, of anxiety, of wanting to run, okay? So thoughts right now are just about everywhere. There's a million different things going through your mind, and there's not much clarity of what you need to do, what you are going to do moving forward, okay? We'll break this down by column in a second, but these thoughts are leading into the feelings of this Nine of Wands, okay? It's this this defensiveness, this need to fight, okay? So we kind of have this fight or flight energy. It's also this card of setting boundaries, okay? This feeling of almost like closing off. You're shutting down, okay? You're the porcupine. You're putting your spikes up. You just can't be bothered anymore. Everything right now just feels like an attack on you, okay? So our thoughts are everywhere. We don't know where we're going, and it's causing this anxiety, okay? It's causing this fight or flight response, all right? It's causing you to really feel like you need to guard and protect yourself, to set these boundaries, and you're starting to shut the rest of the world out because of this, okay? That's how you're feeling. Feeling like, leave me the alone, okay? Thoughts right now, we got the Five of Cups, okay? Five of Cups is a card of mourning, of grieving. We have it in reverse here, so it would typically be in the place of healing. Okay, we have the Death Hawk Moth. Don't let the name scare you, but it's a card of transformation, of change, of magic, or a symbol, I should say. Now, what we have to keep in mind is that this Five of Cups, which is very emotion and relationship oriented, okay, is in the action space, all right? So we have thoughts are everywhere. We're feeling defensive, and the action here is what would be this look towards healing, but what I really got and am getting right now is this focus on things not accomplished, this focus on things left undone, okay? And almost like this action of wanting to run away from it, right? Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We'll get to that, okay? But this feeling of like, okay, that didn't work. I'm done. That's enough. I'm ready to move on, okay? Which again adds to this flight, okay? So we have fight or flight, all right? So that's where we are right now, All right. So the blocks that we got. Okay. Let's start with the blocks to our thoughts. We got the Emperor in reverse. Okay. The Emperor is a card of stability, of action. In reverse, I'm getting stubborn. Okay. He normally would be decisive, and so I'm kind of in reverse getting indecisive, okay, which this block is creating this sort of indecisiveness, okay. The thoughts, it's in the thought section, or the thought space, spot, whatever you want to call it. Because it's in thoughts, your block is this stubborn drive or push forward, okay? This stubborn need for discipline, all right? But it's very harsh. Right side up, the Emperor is a card of support, of structure, of just stability, okay? But here in reverse, we're lacking that, all right? And so it's blocking you, which is creating this, like, what the hell do I do next? Okay, I don't know what to do moving forward. Okay, it's very like almost like absent Emperor energy. Okay, the next block was the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, and this block came in the feelings or emotions spot. Okay, which left me with this, okay, you're feeling like everything is against you right now, which makes total sense with this Nine of Wands card, with this defensiveness. Okay, we know with the Wheel of Fortune that it's about everything sort of taking and running its course. It's also this knowledge that when things are down, we know that they will be up again. Okay, when things are up, we know that there will be a downturn, but we know that this is the cycle of life, and we are able to learn from it, to work with it. Okay, so the block here is just feeling like everything is against you. Okay, which is why you're feeling so defensive. All right, because if you give a chance, if you give an opportunity, if you let someone in, if you take on something new, well, everything's against you. It feels like shit's gonna hit the fan. It's just not gonna go your way. Okay, it's feeling like things are not going your way. Okay, the block to the actions, 4 cards. Okay, this is when things started getting a little crazy. The messages started coming in a little bit all over the place, and it was taking some time to sort it out. So we're gonna go through it in the order that the cards came out. All right, the first block that came out was the King of Pentacles. Okay, now this felt confusing because the King of Pentacles is stability, he's support. He looks out for his community. He's able to care for others. He gives freely. Okay, I don't know. You've probably heard me say it before. Excuse me one second. Drink a sip of coffee at whatever time it is in the evening. But you've probably heard me say it before. He's also considered like King Midas, okay? Everything that he touches turns to gold, which is this extreme contradiction to your feelings, okay? So this block of everything is supposed to be going right, okay, has you wanting to run away from everything that is going wrong. Okay. Now with that, then after the King of Pentacles came out the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. Now the Queen of Wands is this like sensual, passionate, creative energy. All right. In the Rider-Waite decks, and if I'm wrong, let me know, but I don't believe I am. And in the Rider-Waite deck, she's the only queen that is sitting there in her throne looking directly at you with her legs spread open, okay? Which is, it's a nod to this sexual energy, this creativity, this passion, and this confidence of self, okay? Now this came out in reverse, okay? So you are not allowing that energy to flow, to happen freely, okay? Then something hit me, something else came in, and this really connected it back to the Hierophant card, okay? We have a king and we have a queen, and it makes me feel as though there are some, it could be mother and father, maybe not literal, but some parental figure, someone that you look up to, someone that is helping to guide you, right? Or trying to help to guide you, but they have these expectations of you, and that is a block, okay? They want you to go one way, they want you to do one thing, but that's not your heart. That's not what's with you. That's not your true direction. So it is creating this block, and they have these high expectations of you. So every time that you fail, rather than seeing it as a lesson, you see it for just being a failure. Okay. And it's, you're taking it harshly. You are living for someone else's expectations of you. You are living to be what someone else has decided for you, okay? That is not your destiny, okay? Then after that came out, now we're still in the blocks to the actions here, okay? So these expectations are blocking forward movement, all right? Judgment. Then Judgment came out in reverse, okay? This accepting yourself for who you are, accepting yourself fully, completely, accepting the transformation, but you're not doing it, okay? And with the serpent, with the snake, again, we have this healing golden energy. We also have this sexual, passionate, creative force and energy here that is being stunted, that is being suppressed, that is not, you are not facing who you truly are. You're suppressing it, okay? For the sake of the last one that came out in this, for this block, for the sake of this Six of Wands card, for the sake of accomplishment, being put on a pedestal, of these like small victories, but they will never be these huge victories, because these are not your victories that you're chasing. They're victories for someone else. They're not accomplishments that are yours, and therefore they will not feel as great, okay? It's like, it's this cycle that I'm getting here of needing to, okay, you met this goal for, you know, whomever's expectations. Well, on to the next goal. Now you have to accomplish the next goal, okay? So you got one, now you got to keep moving on to the next. And if that fails, you're gonna feel like shit. It's gonna suck, and you're gonna keep pushing forward for, I don't know, the love, affection, appreciation, acceptance of someone else or of other people. I'm thinking now too, if we're talking about parental figures, it could be some kind of institution that you are almost like school, like studying for, needing to accomplish a certain set of goals in order to be able to move forward. Okay, it doesn't have to be school. It could be some kind of institution too, if it's not actual people here. And it could also be masculine, feminine energy. Ooh, again, okay, now we have this another block. We have masculine energy and feminine energy that is not being put to proper use. Okay, so it's this element of control, this element of discipline, and this suppression of that female, intuitive, creative, sexual energy. Okay, now, moving on from these blocks, the advice moving forward, if we go back to our thoughts, okay, and I'm just going to remind you, remember we have the Seven of Cups, the not knowing which way to go, this fear, this flight response of just wanting to run as fast as you can. Okay, this fear of everything that is out there that you could do for you to accomplish, and then these thoughts, this stubbornness, this need to move forward. Okay, but it's not really in alignment with who you are. Therefore, it is not supportive. It's not going to bring you the stability that you want or need. But this is helping to create this block of this fear of moving forward, this fear of options, this fear of choices. Okay, so the advice, we got the Chariot in reverse. Okay, the first thing that I see here is this heart in, look at this. What do you call those? Laurel victory leaves here. Okay, what is it that you are trying to accomplish, and who are you trying to accomplish it for? Okay, so the Chariot is a card of knowing which way you're going and being able to commit to it, knowing that there will be struggles and battles to win moving forward, but you are so confident in your path and in your direction that you are going to go for it anyway. Okay, this is in reverse. It's asking you to take a pause, to reflect on where your heart truly lies. Okay, it's in the thoughts section, so you need to stop and think about where you're going. What do you want with your life? Okay, all these other expectations aside, what is it that you want, where you want to be? Okay, and in this position in reverse here, I can also see this like this eye. And so what is this like intuitive, what do you intuitively feel that you are drawn to, that you are drawn towards, but you're not taking action yet? It's asking you not to move forward, but just to think about what it is that truly drives you. Okay, what could you commit yourself to that even with the battles that come up, even with failures that may happen, you're going to push forward anyway because you see it as a learning experience, you see it as a lesson, you see it as part of your destiny and your path, not somebody else's. Okay, so advice, stop and think about where it is that you are truly going. Who are you living for? Okay, the advice for feelings. Okay, remember with feelings, we have this feeling of like shutting down, being defensive, putting up these walls and these boundaries, these feelings of fighting, feeling like everything is against you, nothing is working out the way that you want it to. Well, is it working out? It's not working out the way that you wanted to, because for one, you're not working to accomplish what you truly want. You're working to accomplish what somebody else truly wants. So of course that's not working out for you. And because you're not working for what you truly want, again, of course it's not working out for you. Okay, so the advice moving forward, we got the Eight of Cups with the Five of Pentacles. Okay, now the Eight of Cups is usually, it's a card of being ready to step away from something. Okay, stepping away from something that provided you life, provided you sustenance, provided you and continues to provide you, or to provide for you, but you know that it is time to move forward. You know that it is time to step out and onto a new journey to accomplish something new. Now hold on. It was in reverse. Okay. This Eight of Cups in reverse, again, the same way that I'm seeing the Chariot, is telling you not to go just yet. You are still figuring out where it is that you're going. Okay. So you're not ready to step away from what is currently providing for you because you don't know where you're going yet. Okay. But came out with, we have this pause, the Five of Pentacles. And now it makes so much sense. Okay. This Five of Pentacles is about this growth. Okay. These little cocoons, these little, what do you call them, chrysalis, okay, they're not going anywhere. They are paused. They are waiting because they are still healing or growing. They are still developing their strength before they can move forward. Okay. And we also have this little guy, this caterpillar down here. He can't move up yet. All right. To start his journey, to start his process because of the threat of this owl. Okay. Because the threat of this predator. All right. And what I'm getting is this, like, if this is you, this feeling of not being able to take action because of this threat. Okay. But let's take a more balanced look at this perspective of, okay, let's see the lessons in here. Let's see the opportunities and the blessings of this moment. You are right now in a place where you are still learning, you are still growing. But what you have to look forward to is this amazing, beautiful transformation. Okay. So with feelings, okay, this feeling of just wanting to get away, of wanting to shut everybody else out, of feeling like everything's against you, the advice is to hold on. Okay. Don't go running anywhere just yet. Hold on, because there is major transformation to come. You need to wait, and you need to look for what the blessings and the lessons are. Okay, every failure provides you with a lesson. It's time for you to reflect on that. Okay, it's time for you to learn from there while you are still in a safe place to be able to go through this process and grow. Okay, don't go putting yourself in danger here. Don't go, it is not a time for you to go taking that risk. Okay, stay put. Okay, and try to focus your feelings on what is to come. All right, and then with our actions, okay, what is the advice for our actions? Remember that we got the Five of Cups. Okay, again, we got this like flight energy, wanting to run from our failures, just wanting to fly away, the blocks, others' expectations of us, not being true to ourselves, accomplishing things for other people, accomplishing things for the sake of getting it done, of being put on a pedestal, but not because of who you truly are. Okay, so the advice here, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, now the Six of Pentacles is a card of giving, of charity, but it's a card that calls on you to evaluate the balance. Okay, is someone giving more than someone else? All right, so here, the advice, it's in reverse. Consider where you are putting your energy. Stop putting energy into what is someone else's expectation. Okay, You are not feeding yourself, making yourself strong so that someone else can feed off of you. All right? Really start to evaluate this this balance. Okay, this balance of power, of energy put forth, work put in. Okay, the advice here for your actions, another reverse card, and another time that I'm getting a pause or a stop. Stop putting energy into other people's dreams. You're not feeding other people's dreams. Okay? So you're waiting. The advice here is you're thinking about where it is that you want to go for you. The feelings, even though you may want to run, is to sit, to wait. Don't panic. Focus on what the blessings are and the transformation that is going to happen, because it is going to be beautiful and amazing. And actions moving forward. Stop putting in the energy to accomplish someone else's dream. It could be the dream that they have for you, but it doesn't make it your dream. Okay? You have to be true to yourself. And that brings in full circle the whole theme of this Hierophant Significator card. Are you following your own journey, or are you stuck in a tradition or a path of chasing someone else's dreams? Okay? And it's going to be very difficult to get guidance if you don't know where you're going. All right? So that was the reading. Probably much better broken down in this manner, because like I said, it was chaotic. Okay? If it resonated with you, let me know. Give it a like, share. Yeah. Moving forward, I'm going to be trying to put out a lot more content. So I hope you stick with me through this journey. And I look forward to doing this with you again. Bye.